This has to be the stupidest thing I've seen anyone waste money on in my entire life, and this is NFTs. For those that don't know what NFTs are, it all has to do with crypto, and the literal definition from Google is non-fungible token, and a non-fungible token is a token of data stored on a digital ledger called a blockchain that certifies a digital asset to be unique, therefore not interchangeable. NFTs can be used to represent items such as photos, videos, audio, and other types of digital files. So, for those that don't know and still don't really understand the definition, an NFT is basically like the license for any digital media ever. So, quite literally, take a PNG of anything, and if it's the original, it's the NFT or the non-fungible token, basically like the original like version, right? So think about it to real world stuff. An NFT is basically like an original painting, except it's like an original digital work, and which is all good and fine, and it makes somewhat sense. But what doesn't make sense is people are spending quite literally millions of dollars to buy single NFTs when you can literally just right click on something and hit save image to save that image for yourself. You don't have to buy the original license for it. And what does that original license do? Nothing. It basically is a certificate that says, hey, we own this picture. And there's a new thing that's been going around, and if you guys are on Twitter and you guys follow Nadeshot, you'll notice Nadeshot's profile picture is a little bit different. But what Nadeshot has as a profile picture is something called a CryptoPunk, which is literally just like an avatar image. It looks like super generic Xbox avatars, and people are, no joke, spending millions of dollars on these things. I think overall, the most expensive CryptoPunk sold for like $1.7 million. And that's not like, that's ridiculous. And it's bought with Bitcoin, so it's all within that Bitcoin realm. So $1.7 million of Bitcoin was used to buy a CryptoPunk, and it does not make sense to me whatsoever. It seems like such a bad decision. But you know what's not a bad decision? Using code WILD for 10% off on all your Gamer Subs purchases. For those that don't know, on August 13th to 14th, Gamer Subs is doing a promotion with my code where you guys can get the free sample pack on their website, which is automatically free itself. And normally you just have to pay for shipping. But on August 13th to 14th, my code will make shipping completely free worldwide for the free sample pack. So regardless of where you are, you guys can get a free sample pack using code WILD. But I just don't understand how people are spending millions of dollars on these CryptoPunk images. Now, it looks like anyone could go into like Photoshop or any sort of Illustrator application on their computer and make one of these in 10 minutes. And I'll link Mudahar's video or SomeOrdinaryGamers down below, and he's the original video creator that I saw cover this, and I've seen other people have this as their profile picture on Twitter and like other social medias before, and I just thought it was like some sort of design trend, but these are actual things people are spending money on. And the most ridiculous thing about everything is the CryptoPunk kind of like economy type thing is worth $700 million. Like, there is $700 million worth of these CryptoPunks right now, and people are genuinely buying them. Now, what does this mean when you buy a CryptoPunk? It basically means that you own the original version of that PNG or JPEG image. But what doesn't make sense is you could literally screenshot it or right click and save image as. So like, you don't have to actually own the image to be able to use the image. It's not like it's only one person in the entire world can have the image, because it's the digital age and you can take pictures of it and screenshot it, and we all know that. See, one thing that a lot of people are comparing this to, that are trying to defend how expensive these are, is stuff like, they're trying to compare it to paintings. Like, you have a nice Van Gogh painting that's worth millions of dollars, and you know it's like the original one. Sure, people can make copy paintings, but you can know because it's physical, and you have like all these art historian specialists and certified like art historians who can tell if a painting is genuine or not. Paintings, since they're physical, real things, make sense on why they are so expensive, because there's only one of them in the entire world and it cannot be replaced. But the thing with these CryptoPunks and NFTs in general is you can, like, there's more than one of them in the world, and there can technically be a literal unlimited amount of these images cycling the internet, because anyone can take a screenshot, anyone can save the file, anyone can download it, but only one person in the entire world pays for it and actually has the NFT certificate for it. Which, what does that do at the end of the day? Nothing. If someone came to me with an NFT certificate for like a $2.4 million NFT, I would sit there and think they're the biggest idiots in the world. Now, the smart people or the lucky people are the ones who originally own the NFT and sell it for millions. Like the people that started off CryptoPunk and actually bought the first CryptoPunks, those people are the ones that are making a ridiculous amount of money, because there's stupid people that find value in these NFTs and are buying them. And sure, there are some people that do find value into NFTs, because once you own it now, the price might skyrocket and the demand for it might go up, so you can sell it for even more in the future. But just anyone who's spending money wanting to just own it, not even like, it makes sense, right? Like if I was to buy an NFT and then try to drive up the value or price, however that works with Bitcoin, then that makes sense. But there are genuine people out there who want to spend $1.7 million of Bitcoin to buy these CryptoPunk avatars and never sell them. Like they just want them for their own. And I think from Mudahar's video, the cheapest CryptoPunk right now in the world is like 50,000 USD, and that's the absolute cheapest one you could find. And there's over like 6,000 of these things, and there's some of them that don't even have that much differentiation between them. Like for $50,000 you could buy like a brand new car, you could pay for rent for years with that much money. You could put a huge down payment on a house with that, and you could buy so many more valuable things other than a literal JPEG image, which does not make sense whatsoever. And some of the CryptoPunks seem like scams, because there's CryptoPunks that are so similar to each other that they literally have different flesh tones of pixels, and that's the only difference of them. And it's very strange, and I think it's such a waste of money. And the thing is there's so many people that defend NFTs, and of course Bitcoin makes sense, right? Like the actual market and economy of Bitcoin makes sense, because that's a new currency that people are using to make transactions and to purchase services, so it's a legitimate currency. I'm not talking about all the scam coins like Save the Kids and all of those meme coins and stuff like that. I'm talking like actual Bitcoin and Ethereum that have algorithms that have a finite amount, not these infinite amount coins, which don't make sense at all. But that's another discussion for another day. But these NFT things make no sense. As I said, if it's a real art piece, like a physical art piece, like a painting or a sculpture or anything, that makes sense, because it's a physical object. And if it's something like Van Gogh or like the Greek marble statues, there's only one of them in the entire world. So the value sits with a famous artist painted this or sculpted this, and it's the literal only physical copy of it in the world that's legitimate. And the thing is with these actual paintings and sculptures is you can tell, are they real or are they fake? Because there's paintings that are faked all the time by people when they try to replicate them. But it's very easy today with all the technology we have to tell what's real and what's fake. And on the digital space, doesn't make sense. And the thing is so many people defend NFTs with their entire life, and they'll be like, oh, you guys are missing out and you're gonna get left behind because NFTs are gonna take off. And I definitely think NFTs are a big fad right now, and there's either gonna be two options. NFTs are either going to become the brand new worldwide currency and you'll have to buy groceries with your NFTs, or it's just a fad that will burn out extremely quickly. And there's going to be so many people that waste so much money on them. Like I saw a tweet, and I'm actually gonna throw it up on screen, and it says, you right click to save them, we buy them, we're built different. And it's just like, there's so many more things that you could be spending money on that could make you money. You could invest your money, you could invest in property, buy equity in something. There are so many things you could do with money other than buy NFTs. it blows my mind. It's really funny. I want to know what you guys think about it in the comment section down below. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy, dislike if you didn't. There's no hard feelings. Subscribe for more videos in the future, and if there is one, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.